Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Monday, March 10, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We'll be having a time for change call this Wednesday night after 9:15 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about layers of awareness on this particular planet. The apparent presence of the mind is the doorway to awakening. Make peace with the mind in every moment, and you will experience total bliss. Angela Walker. Even though the mind is an illusion, and it created the ego to assist in that illusion, it isn't an enemy. As I've said, we put it there, collective consciousness, so that we can master it and at the same time learning from it while we master it. It's like a tool, right? Now, do we master the mind? Do we master the mind, or are we so distracted that we end up leaving the body without mastering the mind? This universe is responding to the vibrational attitude that we are emitting. The more joyful we are, the more well-being flows to us. Obviously, that was from Abraham Hicks. I believe that the biggest challenge for the civilization is that for it to comprehend exactly what it is. In other words, who and what we are in these bodies. I repeat that constantly because it's got to be front and center. It's like maybe you feel that you have a specific dream or desire that is, at least in your eyes, just too big for you to achieve. Then it's time to start using a super fuel to get your manifesting engines roaring. Perhaps you have this lofty goal, desire, want, that's as difficult to reach as flying to the moon on a paper airplane. Maybe you want to erase a huge debt, triple your income, take a 6-month trip around the world, manifest your soulmate, run a marathon, write a bestseller, or perhaps become a famous musician. Whatever it is that you want, big or small, it really does not matter. Because when you feel this deep, intimate connection with this all-powerful universal God source, you know that anything is possible for you. In the ego-mind realm, we don't look at it that way. See, we look at it, that's excessive, that's ridiculous, that can't be done, that'll never happen. And that's in the ego-mind realm. In the heart-mind realm, there's nothing is stopping us. Zero. Anything is possible for any one of us. We all dream, right? We all have desires. All dreams and desires are manifested with effortless ease for someone who is in touch with the universal mind. What is the universal mind? It's collective consciousness. It's all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And see, all of us are pieces of this universal mind, this pure consciousness. And the moment you feel this connection with this universe and start visualizing what you want, magical things begin to occur. How much time do you spend consciously feeling connected to this universe and visualizing that your desires are coming your way? Not many people do that. You probably hold them in your hand 5 seconds or 5 minutes. What are you spending your time? What are you spending your time visualizing? Are you imagining what you want or what you don't want? Are you wasting your time watching someone else on the view screen live out their life's dream? If so, how is this habit empowering you? It's like you sit and you dream and you go, oh yeah, that'll never happen, no. You go off in a moment and you dream about something, well, that's not possible. See, we have everything that we will ever need within us, and we can create anything we desire. That's a fact. It isn't even arguable. Now, obviously, we've learned that if we stay in the ego mind, right, we're going to suffer, and we're going to guess, and we're going to be unsure, and we're going to doubt. Our faith and confidence and trust will wither at times, but we know that. How do we know? I'm sharing it right now, and I've shared it more than once. We know that. We're not rookies. We know that. Now, we say to ourselves, well, then I am only interested in creating my desires into my reality, my dreams into my reality. If you looked at, throughout the ages, in this country alone, if you looked at television, right, all the shows and everything on there, and what a lot of people don't realize is that all in all, when it's all said and done, that television lowers your overall manifesting vibration because most shows, movies, and programming are focused on some complaint or horrific drama about life. Very true. They make life seem more complicated, problematic, and unconsciously teach us to follow the dynamics of having poor, unenlightened relationships. Now, it's a choice, obviously. But if we want to increase our vibration and start living an empowered life that we love, it's real simple. Turn off the outer TV and devote the time to your inner TV. Use your time on this planet wisely. Because you know what? Your mind is very, very, very powerful. Harness it to only visualize yourself doing what you most want to see, experience, and have manifested with the inner TV of your mind. Now, many of us, not a secret, have been caught in old visualization habits, worrying, fearing, and hoping things are different than what they are. Notice where you are spending your time on activities that are not boosting your manifesting vibration. Perhaps you keep affirming that you want to change your life and manifest more abundance, yet you constantly slip back into familiar patterns of procrastinating, hoping, praying, and wishing things would change. Now, when you are engaging in any activities that are leaking your manifesting energies, you are probably experiencing what it feels like to run up a mountain of molasses and slipping back down. If there is one thing that is 100% certain in this world, is that your entire life will change when you truly shift your mindset. The discovery to engaging your super manifesting is kind of like a super-powered starship. Is learning how to generate this particular kind of mindset. Doing it first thing in the morning. That's where it all begins anyway, right? To create this amazing state of mind, first, set the sacred intention every night before you go to bed that you're going to have a highly charged, emotionally joyful, playful, and deeply inspirational approach to the following day. This intention needs roots and wings to really get your manifesting engines roaring, which is why we've created its backbone, which you can call the morning manifesting routine. In humans and in nature, the early bird definitely gets the biggest worms. We've found that one of the most important aspects of all is getting your mindset, the manifesting mindset, going the night before so that the moment you wake up, you are pouncing on your dream life. And whenever the mind gets addicted to positive, inspiring thoughts, it doesn't have the energy nor time to entertain the negative ones. See, if you immerse yourself knowingly in the positive set, you're not going to have time for the negative. You just won't, because all of your energies and focus will be on the positive mindset. And you can stay connected to that mindset all day long. Again, what we do is we condition ourselves. We self-program ourselves because we decide to. We're not running from anything. If anything, we're embracing all things. But we decide. You decide when. And every one of us it's different. It depends on how we engage things with ourselves, on how it fits with us. Sometimes you'll say, no, that doesn't fit me right. So I'm not going to embrace that. We'll set that aside. No, this over here, this will work for me. And we have these gremlin voices, right? It's like you go to bed early, so you wake up with plenty of energy. Extra energy will help overpower doubts, negative thinking patterns, and increase your consciousness, which naturally starts attracting your desire or desires to you faster and easier. The more time you spend thinking about, planning for, and practicing your manifesting routine, the more inspired you'll become. Now, you're not doing it with expectations. You're not doing it with attachments. you'll find it's much easier to reprogram those gremlin voices into becoming inner advocates who will support your life's mission and actually help you arrive faster at your desired destination. You ever notice that we wait, don't we, on things? We wait on things. Yeah, we hope, we wish, this, that, whatever. Instead of us just doing things. Once you confine yourself to this ever-present moment, you become totally complete, whole, and healed just as you are. And see, the greatest pleasure in this life comes from surrendering to what is here now. Within this moment is the transformation from a life of trying, doing, achieving into purely being. Right now, you can have all the good feelings, love, and joy you can imagine. It is all available now within your mind-body. You have a personal, unlimited source of pleasures inside you right now. And the amount of pleasure you can experience has no limit and is always available for your enjoyment. And this ultimate gold mine of a discovery is found within the deepest realms of your innermost being. The, quote, the normal pleasures that we're used to experiencing every day happen out of a cause and effect situation. For example, when a delightful thing occurs on the outer world, like your favorite ice cream, whatever, then a new experience manifests within your inner world. Taste buds are bursting with joy. Anytime you purchase something you think will make you happy, you get a few moments of pleasure and satisfaction, then merely fall back into the seeking for more of it from another source in the outer world. Whether it is a compliment, a smile, a funny email, or a hug, you've been conditioned to find the source of pleasure that is outside of your physical body. The illusion that pleasure is found out there is truly a delusion that makes one powerless, dependent, and a slave to the advertising industries around the world. So you're invited to end the endless searching outside of yourself for quick happiness fixes. It's time you learned how to free your mind and tap into an outrageous amount of pleasure from within your body-mind at any time you desire. Now, first step to learning this sacred discovery is learning how to welcome this moment of your life as the most special sacred moment of all. Your mind is the only thing blocking you from fully being here now. To start accessing unlimited pleasure, drop the mind, open up to a state of infinite being. Start with accepting the truth that you are not just this body filled with blood and bones that has a constant flow of thoughts pouring through it. You are consciousness itself. And within that experience, you will find You are a soul that does not die. Relax into this message so that it reaches every atom in your body-mind. Let it absorb into your being at a cellular level in this very moment of your life. While you have relaxed into the body, found a comfortable space, no outside interruptions, still as you can be, focused on your breath rising and falling. The more you can relax into it, the more open, spacious, and loving this moment becomes. Rest deeply in this universal truth. This universal truth will help set you free. The ultimate pleasure within us comes naturally to us on its own accord. It cannot be forced or manipulated to occur. In fact, quite the opposite is true. It happens effortlessly when you are resting deeply, simply being with everything that is. When you are deeply at peace, totally relaxed with yourself, your life, and everything and everyone in it, just as they are right now, massive pleasure arises. These things do not have to change for you to find peace inside you. We all have full permission to relax and allow life to be the way it is right now. Nothing needs to happen so that we can relax deeper. We can simply choose to let go of the mind's struggle. To change everything and consciously choose to slow down, turn your attention within. Look deeper inside yourself. This is what you haven't truly done yet. And it is the doorway to letting ultimate pleasure come flooding in. The deeper we can dive into ourselves, the easier it is to see, feel, and explore the divinity within our being. We can only know others as intimately as we know ourselves. The more open you are to experiencing everything that is inside you, no matter how ugly, depressing, angry, or shameful it is, the more joy, pleasure, and bliss can enter your being. Those who cry hard laugh even harder. Whatever uncomfortable feeling you discover inside you is just a feeling, and it's going to change with time. You might as well experience it while it's here, because the more you resist and avoid it, the more it tends to stick to you. The more you allow for whatever experience you're having right now, the more you turn into the great pleasure vessel that you actually are. There is nothing more important than finding peace with yourself. You'll merge love, eternal peace, in total freedom when you finally come to rest at the core of your being. Learn to sit quietly, in silence, meditate for long periods of time on stillness. When you dive inside yourself and only find a city of various lunatic personalities living in one big mad house without any doors, this is a good sign. You are simply resurfacing old abandoned garbage, cleaning house, and clearing away the emotional muck that wasn't taken to the local dump and not the recycling center. This permanent bliss that we all are is inside and beneath the enlightening pile of junk within. Our inner mess can distract us, or motivate us, all depending on our approach to it. So let it inspire you to dive straight into the core of your being. Do not stop to be drained and entertained by any broken, angry, victimized, heartless houses inside you. Look in their cellars. Notice what's underneath, at the foundation of your being. Once you dig deep enough and wait long enough, you'll strike a small vein of satisfaction within and never be the same again. When you discover that which is truly real, satisfying, everlasting inside your core, it's very difficult to become addicted and hypnotized again by the false promise of temporary outer pleasures. You'll be able to really enjoy that decadent slice of chocolate cake now, because the temporary joy it gives you will be fed by an eternal spring of pleasure from a deeper well within. Isn't it ironic that we have, all of us, have the ability to do this, to go within, embrace everything, as deep as we can go. Doesn't matter, really, if it's ugly, nasty, bad, irrational, whatever it may be. And embrace it all. And then when we find ourselves embracing it all, what it does is it begins to melt. And the trueness and the truthfulness of who and what we are in these bodies shines forth. And yeah, we've heard out throughout the times, at least just in this lifetime. How many times have you heard while you were growing up that that's not possible, this is not possible, oh, you can't do that, you can't do this, you know, can't afford this, can't afford that, can't do this, can't this. It's kind of like a programming. It's kind of like a broken record. And then as we grow into adulthood, you know, we gather our own, we continue to interface, we continue to go through programming right to the time when we leave the body. And what is that? Then we get this little inclination it starts off with. And it comes in, and it doesn't go away. It just kind of sits there. It's not irritating. It's just kind of like, and your curiosity starts getting the best of you, and you start going, what is that? And so you turn around and you go, come over here, let's sit down. I want to know about you. And you find out that everything in your life, all of it, period, was designed by what? Your thoughts. It was designed by you. You're the architect. You're the designator. It was designed by you. Only you. See, nobody else. You cannot be happy with a serious mind. With a festive mind, you can be happy. Take this whole life as a myth, as a story. It is one. But once you take it this way, you will not be unhappy. Osho. See, whenever any of us, when we don't allow ourselves to trust the process of this life, we tend to cling to it all along the way. Worrying is the mind attempting to not create what it doesn't want. to not create what it doesn't want by obsessing about what it doesn't have or want. And this unconscious spin cycle is exactly how you manifest more of what you do not want, and is one of the greatest ways to drain your manifesting vibration. When you always think about what you don't want to happen, how much energy is left for you to focus on what you do want? None of us are exempt. You may have noticed that your mind can become fixated on certain thought, right? We've all done that. These are different thought patterns, and we get wrapped around one little idea about what it doesn't want to occur. It unconsciously creates this repetitive, mini-futuristic fear that we often refer to as worrying. And the mind tends to obsess, dwell, and get hooked into whatever it thinks it has to have to be happy. Loved, free, important, rich, etc. It especially becomes wrapped around those things it believes it cannot have. So if your mind naturally is an obsessaholic, why not fixate it on feeling what it's like to manifest your dream life? It's all about our choice and knowing. It's our choice and knowing. It's our awareness of ourselves in judgment. And it's being silent. That's it. Being silent, listening. Join you in meditation. I'll return close up. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose. And an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still, relaxed into your body. Focus on the breath rising and falling. You are a divine, magical being. If you've not realized this about yourself yet, you are in for a magnificent surprise. I invite you to take a moment for yourself today. Pause everything. Breathe deeply. And truly feel the miracle that you are. Let go of striving and release the need to be anywhere other than here. The mind will always chase after something more. Your greatest freedom is found in this moment. Relax even deeper into your body. Turn down the noise of the mind. Settle into the stillness beneath it. This moment, just as it is so super sacred. Knowing this is key to opening the door to your true power. This very moment is exquisitely precious. And the deeper you can relax into it, the more you will feel the radiant presence already shining from your core. You are not separate from this universe. There is no gap between you and the divine. Everything you have been seeking is already here. It is waiting for you to notice it. This brilliance within you, this pulsating aliveness is real. It is not something you must earn. It is not something you must force into existence. It is who you are. And when you truly see this, life begins to glow from the inside out, and struggle dissolves. Resistance melts away. Everything begins to unfold with ease. You no longer have to push for what is already flowing toward you. So take this moment right now to own it, to be it, to trust it. Let yourself shine. Let yourself radiate. Brighter than all the stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Because the light you've been searching for has always been you. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night, following morning. We'll return here Tuesday, March 11, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest. Eternal gratitude at all times, no matter what's going on within you or outside of you. Open your heart and allow the magic to flow in.